Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us once again on an information session. This time, we are going to be talking about the COVID 19 vaccination program for children. The government has announced that children between 5 to 11 can receive the Sinovac vaccine with reservation service starting from 8 am, while the reservation for the BioNTech vaccination has already started and will continue. The HKSAR government attaches great importance to the vaccination of children and will provide them with special channels to receive vaccination. Under the threat posed by mutant virus strains with high transmissibility, eligible persons, both young and old, should get vaccinated as early as possible for self protection, according to a government spokesman. As you may have seen in the news lately, a lot of infant children who've not been vaccinated or have underlying health issues have succumbed to the COVID 19 virus. And we certainly do not want your loved ones or people that you know and children that you have and children of friends and family to go through a similar fate. So please watch this carefully and try and get your children or the children of people that you know vaccinated as soon as possible. Regarding the Sinovac vaccine, the government will provide a special appointment service for schools at the community vaccination centers or the student health service centers. It will also provide a transport service from and to schools. Arrangements have also been made at the COVID 19 mobile vaccination stations to provide outreach Sinovac vaccination service at schools. Schools can liaison with the Education Bureau on arrangements for the outreach Sinovac vaccination service. Parents and guardians can make reservations for children to receive the Sinovac vaccines at the CVCs or the designated general outpatient clinics of the hospital authority through the designated website of the COVID 19 vaccination program. In case you've already forgotten, the website for the program is www.covidvaccine.gov.hk. You can also accompany your children to the vaccination center. The Chaiwan, Lamtin, Shatin, Tuen Mun, and Western HSSCs of the Department of Health will expand their vaccination service to cover students of primary and secondary schools. Parents and guardians can also call on 2856 9133 for reservations. You can also go to more than 1,000 private doctors or clinics that participate in the vaccination program. We shall provide you with the link for the same. Remember, an interval of 28 days is required for children to receive the first and the second doses of the Sinovac vaccine, which is the same for adults. Let us now discuss further the BioNTech vaccine, the details of that scheme. As the BioNTech vaccine for children requires a special dilution procedure and in accordance with the recommendation by the Joint Scientific Committees and Expert Advisory Panel, an interval of 12 weeks is required for children to receive the first and the second doses of the BioNTech vaccine. The government has set up 3 children community vaccination centers on Hong Kong Island, in Kowloon, and in the New Territories for children aged 5 to 11 to receive the vaccine. In case you feel that there are long queues or there are crowds in the general vaccination centers, you can visit these specialist children vaccination centers to ease the trouble of going through getting the vaccine. Now, where are these centers located? These are located in Hong Kong Children's Hospital and the multi-purpose area on the first floor of the UN Chow Kok Sports Center, The CCVCs will be operated by the hospital authority and will come into service from February 16. The CCVC at Glen Eagles Hospital will be run by the University of Hong Kong and has already begun service from the 24th of February. Apart from the CCVCs, children aged 5 to 11 cannot receive the BioNTech vaccine at other venues. Please try and remember this very salient point. The Sinovac vaccine for children is widely available, but for the BioNTech vaccine, there are only specific centers. And even for this, you can make a reservation where you can go to the covidvaccine.gov.hk website and get it done. As we've discussed before, it's always advisable to get one vaccine or the other. It doesn't matter so much whether it's Sinovac or BioNTech. If you go to the website and find that you don't have available slots for your children for the BioNTech vaccine, it would be highly advisable to try and get the other Sinovac vaccine, because any protection is better than no protection at all. The government will also provide a special appointment service for schools at the CCVCs and a transport service from and to schools. However, with early summer holidays and the schools being shut, this facility is not currently available. So we would reiterate that you go to the website www.covidvaccine.gov.hk. Here are some very important points that you should note and not forget. Children are required to bring along a consent form signed by their parents on the date of vaccination. The consent form can be downloaded from the designated website of the vaccination program. They must be accompanied by their parents, guardians, in person when receiving vaccination. People also have to bring along the original identity documents on the date of the vaccination. If the identity documents do not bear the photo of children, such as the birth certificate, school documents, such as school handbooks bearing a photo of the student, that must be presented at the time of vaccination. The minimum age for receiving the Sinovac vaccine will be lowered to 5 from January 21. The minimum age for receiving BioNTech vaccine will be lowered to 5 as well from the 16th of February. We will be sending out more details and the links to get information and further details on all of the above. And also remember to check the government website for further information and updates. Before making an appointment, please be sure that you have a minimum interval of 14 days between COVID-19 vaccinations and any other vaccinations, including seasonal influenza vaccination. So if your children have had any other vaccinations, you need to keep a gap of at least 14 days. Thank you friends once again for sparing your valuable time, and we hope that this information will really help you protect your children. Thank you so much.